There have been so many new releases in the past month. I have here a full face of new viral makeup. Some was sent to me, some I picked up. Actually, most of these I picked up, but I'm excited to do a full face of new products with you. Also, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Tania. I'd love for you to subscribe down below. You can also follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, and let's get started. I know this video is going to be a long one, so I have my water here. You can grab something to eat, drink. I've already had 2 coffees today, so I'm pumped. I'm ready to go. By the way, this is the Hydro Jug. I got Andrew a like matte black one. This is the color Sage. I love it. I mean, this will not spill. It has a straw. I love everything about it. Also, it fits in my cup holder. So I've never had a Stanley. It never kind of pulled me in, but this pulled me in because it has everything that I want. So a quick mention, I think they're sold out though. So you can't buy them. First things first, I am going to prep my skin a little bit. I'm using my Chantecaille Rose Tint because the foundation that I will apply today is the Christian Louboutin foundation, and that one is a matte finish. I have tried everything that I'm testing out today. So this is not a first impression. It's more like a second, third impression. The Christian Louboutin I have tested out extensively, and I have some thoughts to share with you guys. And I'm thinking of doing a comparison between the Christian Louboutin and the Prada, kind of like a video side by side, a full day wear test. Let me know if you're interested in that, and I can definitely record it. The foundation came in this beautiful Louis Vuitton packaging. It's their, staple red. Beautiful packaging. Now I can throw it away that I showed you. But the bottle it's beautiful. It is a glass. You have the LC right here. The cap is plastic, but it does have that red color inside it, which, makes it a little bit more special. Now this product is $77. I bought mine off of Bergdorf Goodman, I think. I'm not 100% sure. That or Neiman Marcus, because the shade that I wanted was sold out at Nordstrom. The shade that I have is 20N, and it is a perfect shade. I mean, perfect. Also, Refy sent me this brush, the BO2, and I'm so excited to try it. I have never tried it, but it seems like it would work great with a foundation like this one. It's definitely dense, and they're soft. I mean, all the Refy brushes are incredibly soft. They're one of my favorite brush brands that are more affordable. They always have some sort of a deal. So if you're in need of some good brushes, Refy and BK Beauty, best brushes you can buy. Of course, Sonia G is incredible, but the price range is definitely higher. So first of all, the foundation is supposed to be more of a luminous matte finish. It's just a matte that's not drying. And the fragrance is so strong. I am not sensitive to fragrance, but this I can smell when I apply it. It does go away throughout the day. So once it's applied, I don't smell it on my face, but the fragrance is there. It's strong. The coverage, I would say it's medium buildable. I don't get a full coverage initially, but I really can build up the product. The finish is more on the matte side, definitely. And the one thing that is interesting, it never gets glowier throughout the day. So I feel like the wear time is incredible on this foundation. Now I have normal to dry skin. So the best way to wear this foundation for me is to have a luminous base. So I put the Chantecaille Rose Tint. It has a luminous base to it. I can even put the SPF, the Supergoop Glow Screen. That is a great base for this foundation. So as long as I have something a little bit more glowier underneath, I love this foundation. Even without it, it's beautiful. Now, do I prefer this one over the Prada? No, I like the Prada better. I like the finish of the Prada. I feel like that one gives me just a little bit of more of a radiance, not glow, but it's more that natural finish. This is more maybe perfecting because it has that matte finish. So that's just, you know, the difference that I mainly see in these two, that this is matte. So if you are looking for a great matte foundation that is very gentle on dry skin, I have a lot of little issues throughout my face. I have breakouts, and I never had an issue with this clinging to that. So overall, I think it's a great foundation. I just personally like the Prada more. So this is how the Christian Louboutin foundation looks like. I think it's really beautiful, but it's not becoming my #1 foundation or even top 3. I think for me, it's a little bit too matte for what I like. However, if you are into a matte skin foundation, I mean, this is beautiful. It's not heavy at all. It sets down. I never powder this foundation. Is it worth $77? I don't think so. I think you have other options like the Dior Forever Matte version is beautiful. It has, I would say, similar coverage, maybe a little bit more. And then if you want fuller matte coverage, the YSL All Hours is incredible. But I'm going to wear this. I'm happy I have it. It's a good product. It's Louis Vuitton. Actually, I was expecting this to be more like over $100 just because their lipsticks are $80, $90. I am trying to hurry because I have so many products to talk about. So I'm going to move on to the Caliray Hideaway. This is supposed to be a concealer, corrector, highlighter, kind of all in one. These were just released. I picked them up at Sephora. I tried them on once and I really like them. First of all, the packaging is really cute. This is glass, and yeah, I just think it's kind of cool, the packaging. So there's a lighter shade that has this light pink, beautiful if you have really fair skin tone and you want to brighten up that under eye. And then they have some more yellow, some more peachy. The lightest one is Pale Sun. Then we have Golden Hour. This is probably the best shade for me. And then we have Warm Sun Glow, which is definitely the peachiest. This is the one I picked up first. And it's great as corrector, but it's a little dark for just a concealer. The way I see myself wearing these is more on a natural, no makeup kind of day, because they're so thin, so light. I feel like they would work really well just by themselves. I'm taking another new Refy brush, B01, and blending this out. It's pretty much a miniature version of the big one. This is a great foundation brush. I feel like it's going to become my go-to. So I put the peachiest one right now, just to kind of show you how it cancels the under eye. You don't need a lot of the product. I probably added a little bit too much. This is definitely reminding me a little bit of the Tower 28 concealer. Like, it has that serum-y feel, but it's much thinner than that. But when I first applied it, I was like, oh wow, this blends in just as easy as the Tower 28. But again, that one is a lot more creamier rather than thin texture, which is actually really nice as a corrector because you don't want something thicker or even too creamy. That way it won't interfere with your concealer. So you can wear it as a concealer, like I mentioned. So here we have the Warm Sun Glow, which is the peachiest one. And I definitely feel like it canceled some of that darkness under my eyes. I will show you the color Golden Hour, which I have a feeling this is the one I'm going to use most because I can wear this as a concealer with nothing on top. Here is Golden Hour, and then we have the Warm Sun Glow, I think the name. I definitely prefer this one. I think it's just a better color for me. I'm going to put just a little bit of the pale color just to brighten up this area. I would say the coverage is on the medium side, not a full medium. It's almost that it's like a step under medium. This is how the under eye looks like, and I really like this product. I think this product is more for somebody who wants hydration under the eye, a little bit of brightness, a little bit of correction, but not full glam or full coverage. If you have mature under eyes or a lot of wrinkles, I think this is just a good option because it's lighter, serum-y, feels more like a skincare rather than a concealer. And this is the type of makeup that I wear day to day. Of course, I had like a little fuzz right there. I'm adding just a little bit of my Tower 28 concealer just to see how it works with that corrector. Again, you don't need to. You saw that it covered really well, but I just want to test that out. I haven't tested out yet. The Tower 28 concealer went on really nicely. I actually really love that combo. I feel like it gave me a lot more coverage and it helped with the dark circles a lot. So it works well under concealer as well. I have here the new Mob pink powder. I've been testing this out as well. They sent me actually some eyeshadows and some lip products. I'm gonna test those out in a different video because they're a little bit more fun colors. There's this beautiful blue shade in there, but with the product that I already have out here to test out, it wouldn't work very well. So this is the powder. I'm holding it at an angle so you'll see. It's a pink powder. However, it's not very cool tone pink. And it blends in really softly. I have their translucent powder and I absolutely love it. So when I saw that they came out with a pink powder, I was excited. Okay, you're gonna be able to tell more here. The reason why I like this so much more than, for example, the Jones Road pink powder or some other ones is that it's not too baby pink. It's a little bit warmer, which helps with my under eyes. Not peachy, but it reminds me a little bit of the Huda peach powder. It has similar effect under the eyes. So I've been really enjoying it. I've been testing it out again for a couple weeks now, and it's a great powder. It's very light, nice and blurring. Look at that. Like that took that yellow and kind of calmed it down and canceled it. I would say it's not as blurring as the Huda or the Givenchy, but it's lighter. It's not as intense of a powder. So if you are somebody who doesn't like a lot of powder, I think this is a great option. The one thing that I really like about the brand is that they're having fun with the makeup. They're coming out with fun colors, more intense. They have this black lip balm that if you're into that, you would love it. It looks crazy on me, okay? But anyway, it's just more creative than just your basic colors. Moving on to the product that I think impressed me the most out of everything that I've tried from here. It's the Glossier Cloud Paint. These are the bronzers. I didn't think I would love these so much. They are absolutely incredible. I bought two shades. I bought Swept. Wow, that's very intense, but it does sheer out quite a bit. I'm going to sheer out the bottom right here. So we have Swept and Dune. I wanted this more as a contour and Dune as a warmer, just a bronze up. Now, I enjoyed their original cloud paint. They were just a little bit maybe too pigmented, certain colors, but I liked it. I like the formula. And so when I got this, I was expecting it to be much more intense, but just watch how easy these are to blend in. The blendability, it reminds me a little bit of my bronzing drops from Armani. That was it. It's beautiful. I mean, look at that. This is the color Swept. Yes, the color Swept. Put it a little bit around my eyes because I'm not gonna do much eyeshadow. Beautiful. That was so fast. And remember that I do have some powder right now. It's going over a matte foundation and it has not disturbed anything. It hasn't picked up any of the foundation. It just works really well with whatever's underneath. That's the color Swept and it is beautiful. This is the color Dune that I'm applying right now, and I'm applying it a little bit higher, more as a true bronzer rather than a contour. Honestly, I could go with either or. I don't have a preference. It's nice to have both. I do have a feeling that you're going to go through these mostly as a bronzer. They're not as pigmented. Sorry, my nose is itchy. They're not as pigmented as the blushes, which I prefer that. I'd rather build the product that have too much in one application. This is the Glossier Cloud Paint bronzers. They dry down, they don't still stay glowy or dewy. It's just perfect. I'm very impressed with these. It's not that I didn't have good expectations for this. I just didn't think much of it. I was excited, but I didn't think I would love them this much, and I really do. I have this Summer Friday Birthday Balm. This is their new shade, and I'm gonna just put it on. It is supposed to be a peachy, rosy peachy with a little bit sparkles in it. You can see that it's super shiny, but you're not gonna see the actual sparkles unless you're like under the light and look very closely. It's really nothing intense, but I was gonna just put a balm either way, so why not show you this one? It's beautiful. I mean, I love their other products. I have the pink one. The pink one definitely has more pink in it, and obviously it doesn't have the glitter. If I were to pick one out of all of them, I think I would go for Birthday Cake. I love the more maybe pinky peachy, and I love the little sparkles that it has in it. It just makes it even shinier. So I thought I would mention this. It smells like birthday cake. That's exactly what it smells like. It smells good. Now for blushes, I picked up 3 of the Milk Jelly blush tints, blush and lip tints. I was absolutely influenced by TikTok. They went viral there. I mean, every other scroll, it was this. And I had zero intention picking them up because I don't really fall into the gimmicky products. Like, it takes a lot to sell me on a product, mostly that's a little bit different or weird. But I've seen some creators that I really like, loving them. So I thought, why not just pick them up? I've been testing them out and I kind of have some thoughts. First of all, I picked up the color Burst, which is the more pinky one. Then the color Chill and Spritz. So these are the swatches: Burst, Chill, and Spritz. That's just a bronzer. I've been wearing all of them here and there, and my favorite without a doubt is Spritz. It's just such a beautiful, it becomes a little bit more corally. It's more natural. Chill is really nice. Burst is my least favorite. I don't tend to reach for these kinds of pinks. And first of all, they're not easy to apply, okay? The videos that I've seen them just swiping it on, that does not work for me. I've tried it and I knew better. I knew not to swipe it on, and they just dried really quickly and it was kind of a little bit of a mess. Another trick that I've learned with these, make sure that your base is moisturized. So I've tried them, for example, just on bare skin, but my skin wasn't moisturized and it just kind of sunk into my skin and I could not work with it. If my base was moisturized or my face, I was able to just kind of even swipe it on and blend it in real quick. My favorite method of applying is with a brush. This is a Sephora 55 brush. I just go on the product and then on the cheek, and I have no issues like that. Look at that. This is the color Spritz. Again, my favorite. I think it's fun, you know. These are that jelly consistency, in case you haven't seen them, which I think everybody's seen them. But it's just an actual jelly and the product just comes off. So it's just, I don't know, fun, a little different. I definitely feel excited to wear them, mostly because I know this color always works so well on me. Now for longevity purposes, they are very long lasting. They pretty much stain your cheek. Your lip, they're long lasting, but they will fade much faster than on your cheek. So as a lip stain, I don't think they're doing the most, but as a cheek stain, they stay on a long time. I mean, yesterday I took my makeup off around like 12 o'clock at night, and the blush was very vibrant, was still there. So look how beautiful this color is. Now, are these the most user-friendly? No. Is it gimmicky? I mean, I think the whole jelly thing is a way to like make you buy the product or for it to go viral. I don't know if that was necessary or not, but the product works. I like it, and I've been using it, and it stays on all day. I don't think it's easy to apply. I think you kind of need to learn to work with the product. If you're heavy-handed, I don't think these are for you. But personally, I like it. I filled in my brows just a little bit with a pencil, very little. But now I want to show you the new Kulfi Free the Brow. The packaging is always fun from Kulfi. You have like a little brush, a little comb, and then the gel, the product is inside here. I love this product so much. This was sent to me. But you know, when it comes to brows, I don't need a lot. I didn't like the Anastasia Freeze brow. That was just too much work for me. I don't need that kind of hold. And I don't do the lamination brows. I have obviously pretty thick brows naturally. So if my brows get laminated or I try to push them up, I just look ridiculous. So I don't need a lot from a gel, but my thing that I don't like is when they feel crunchy or too, like feel the brows too intensely throughout the day. Now this holds so well. You can go back and like brush the product if you want that to have more of that laminated look. I don't like it. I like them to kind of be flat, I guess. But I find that at the end of the day, where I put my brows, that's where they're gonna be. I like that there's no white cast on my brows. Everything kind of dries down and they're not crunchy. Again, I can't speak on behalf of somebody that has issues with their brows staying or that want that lamination product. But for me, I love this product. I love that it's there. I mean, they don't move, but it's not crispy and heavy, and just overall, I really like the product. Moving on to the eyes, I have here a Rabanne Eyeshadow Duo. I don't know if I showed you this in a video or not, but this is what I want to put on. Did I show you? Maybe I did show you already, but this is a kind of one and done shadow. I'm using the gel part right here, and I used to really not like that, but I've discovered that putting that as a base and then going on with the topper, it makes this last so much longer. It makes it so much more intense, and I don't have that problem of creasing and moving it around. I think because I set the cream or the balm, yeah, it works really well. Also, this is not quite as emollient. It's more maybe sticky or thicker than a regular balm that you just put to gloss your eyes. Like for editorial pictures, I used to use the Danessa Myricks ones a lot. This is not like that. It's just not as slippery. So it definitely makes the product last longer and makes it pop. So this, did I even say the color? It's All Lights on Me. And that's all we're going to do on my eyes. I thought, why not just show you this? I kind of have a feeling I already did, but I can't remember. I'm going to put a little bit of a brown liner. This is the Jones one, and just fade it out. I just want a little bit more definition. And then I'll try the mascara with you. Let's move on to one of the weirdest mascara that I've ever seen. This is the new Refy Mascara, and look at the wand. So the wand is curved. It's supposed to mimic your eye, and it only has small little bristles on one side. It is that plastic applicator. And you know what? I saw kind of the owner or the spokesperson for Refy saying that they worked 2 years on this formula and it is the best thing ever. I don't like it. You know, I have tried it only once, so I'm gonna give it another go. So this is supposed to fit perfectly for your eyes, and they were saying that every single bristle there was designed specifically for the inside of your lashes, and then the larger one for the outer area. I did not curl my lashes at all. And I just wanted to show you because it's supposed to be lengthening and lift. It's not supposed to be a voluminous mascara. You know, I hated it the first time I played with it. I actually really despised it. It annoyed me. After kind of calming down and wearing it a little bit longer, the biggest positive for me personally is that it did not smudge. It lasted on my eyes, on my lashes so well. And after thinking about it even more, I'm like, wait, I actually don't really hate this one as much. Do I love it? No. But actually, now that I look at it, I like it now. Okay, last time, like I mentioned, I really hated it. It bothered me so much. But I think it was more that I was used to a certain way of applying the mascara. Now looking at it, I'm like, wow, that's actually really pretty. Oh. I'm glad I actually tried this again and didn't give you my first impression. That looks actually really pretty, doesn't it? This is one coat and then nothing. This is not lifted either, like I didn't use a curler. One thing that I think this mascara will be good for is if you want the mascara to not feel like anything. Throughout the day, I was kind of touching the lashes and testing out how it stayed, and they were soft, you know, they didn't feel hard and cracky and like my lashes are gonna break if I start rubbing my eyes. It was very soft. So I also like that part of it. Let's try to build this up a little bit. It's not supposed to be a super intense mascara. I think it's supposed to be just softer, you know, kind of everyday. The problem I had the other day, and that I kind of have now as well, if I want to be a little bit more specific, like apply more mascara at the end, I really struggled to do that because of the angle and where the bristles are. It is getting easier the second time around, I will say that. So if you purchase this or you're interested because you're curious, I feel like it does get a little easier the more you use it because it's not such a weird angle in application. You kind of get used to that. So I found the other day that if I put too much, it can get a little bit clumpy as well. But that's a very natural look. What do you guys think? I'm gonna kind of smooth out that wing a little bit. I usually kind of clean out the wing after I put mascara because that's when you really see how it shapes the eye. But okay, that's 2 coats of the mascara, and I didn't really work hard for it. I don't know, what do you guys think? Okay, now I remember why I got so annoyed the other day testing out this mascara. So on the right side, it works great. On the left side, even though I turn my hand and try to mimic what I did here, I felt like the middle of my lashes wasn't getting touched, almost like the wand is a little bit too curved for the shape of my eye. Like this middle right here, it wasn't combing through the lashes and adding the product. So then I would try to hold the wand a little bit different to kind of get the bristles from the end to go in the middle, and then it would clump up. Now I remember why it bothered me so much. I do like this more than I liked yesterday, but yesterday I was ready to throw it out the window. I was so bothered by it. It's beautiful on the lower lashes. This would be the most natural, soft lower lash mascara. I mean, you can kind of see how it looks here, and I think it's so beautiful. But I can't say I give my stamp of approval on this product. I think it's kind of trying to be innovative, which I like. Refy has a lot of products that I think they're kind of up and coming, and they're trying to come up with different designs. I just think this can work for some people and really not work at all for other like eye shapes. I don't love it. I don't hate it as much as I did. I think it will have a purpose for my lower lashes, and I'll try to work with it a little bit more and kind of see Okay, what do I like about it? What I don't? I think I have other products that I enjoy much more. The Ilia mascara gives similar effect, like it's long and fluffy and separated, but I don't have to struggle with applying that. Last thing we have is lips. I have the new Freck Lip Liner. I have them in 4 colors. So I'm going to swatch them for you, but I want to put just a little bit of a highlighter. So I picked up this shade from Dior. I have had this shade, the second one. I think it's called Glitz for forever. I'm almost hitting pan on that color. I adore this product. This formula is all of it. It's extremely smooth. And it's been out of stock for forever. I used to have it in my kit, but I've never owned it personally in my personal makeup. So I saw that it was back in stock. I'm like, ooh, I'm getting that because it's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I'm going to add just a little bit. I am using this shade, by the way. Look at that. So Freck came out with new lip liners. They're all in the nude category. I didn't think much of them, but then I swatched them in store and they were so creamy. And I walked out of the store and washed my hands. And at the end of the day, I still had the swatches on. So I picked up 4 shades. I wanted the second shade. So I have here, this is shade 1, 3, 4, and 5. Now I wanted that shade 2, but they didn't have it in store. They couldn't find it. That one is definitely more pinky shade. I think out of all of them, shade 3 is kind of my perfect nude. It is a retractable lip liner, so you're not gonna sharpen it. It's very smooth and creamy. Also, it glides on very nicely. Now the trick with this is to work kind of quickly because once they dry down, they don't budge. So line your lips, and if you want to fade it in, but don't wait. I kind of took that a little high there. That is shade 3. I think it's so beautiful. I kind of messed up right up here a little bit. Do excuse that, but it's more of a, it's creamy but slightly waxy texture. So once this dries down, you cannot manipulate them. So just put it on, blend it in, and just be done. I'm taking shade 5 and just darkening this up a little bit. And just darkening this up. Look how pretty this combo is. Again, I have nothing else on except the liner. Look at this. I'm scrubbing. They will not budge. I am gonna take the color Spritz from Milk and just apply it faded a little bit and wear this. I really like this as a lip product as well. Mostly this color. Isn't that fun? I think that's really pretty. This is gonna last all day, better. Also, I've been really getting into MAC lipsticks again, and I found some gems. What made me get back into MAC lipsticks is that I bought this Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Baby lipstick. I did an Instagram story about it, and I loved the color, but it does have like tiny glitters in them, and it feels a little bit almost like sandpaper on the lips. It's getting better the more I use it, but I really liked the color. I like the way it looked on the lips. The lip liner with this is stunning. I'm gonna swatch it. Here is the Iconic Baby lip liner. Honestly, that's probably my most perfect lip liner shade. It's my lips but better. It's not too pink, it's not too brown, and I like the combo of that. Well, because of the grit in the lipstick, I was kind of disappointed, and some of you mentioned to try Modesty from MAC. So we're gonna swatch it side by side. Okay, I swatched a couple. So this, I moved to the Charlotte Tilbury because it was way up here. This is Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Baby or Icon Baby. Then we have MAC Modesty, and then MAC Thanks It's MAC, the lipstick. Now, the one from Charlotte Tilbury is a little bit more pink. However, on the lips, they looked very similar. Modesty from MAC and the Charlotte Tilbury. I think the glitter, it's a little bit silvery, makes it look a little bit more cool tone. But when I swatched them on the lips, they looked similar. They're not exactly the same. And to be honest, I prefer the MAC colors better on me. But I thought I would just swatch these because I've been kind of getting into MAC lipsticks. You know what? Let's put Thanks It's MAC on top of this to see how it would look. I think it is a beautiful color, and it's kind of that perfect nude that goes with just everything. So Thanks It's MAC. It's probably my favorite discovery. And then I also picked up Honey Love. I've had this before, but I think they reformulated and they're like a better matte formula. Right there, Honey Love. Anyway, I'm into MAC lipsticks now, if you wanted to know. I hope this was entertaining and fun for you guys. I promise I will not only have new products in the coming videos. I'm debating doing a no buy March or April, just to kind of maybe influence you guys to not spend that much money. Although April is Sephora sale, so that's not gonna work. But I do have the new Natasha Denona face palette that I ordered coming up. And so there's still a couple new products, but I'm trying to slow down because it's been just so many new releases that I can't even enjoy the products that I already have. So that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave me your thoughts down below and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.